Tottenham Hotspur, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son and Antonio Conte are all out officially of the Europa Conference League. Today's live stream is all about how things will change for Roma now that possibly their biggest rivals who were in the Europa Conference League are now out. Before starting this live stream, I do want to point out that obviously tomorrow we're playing in the Serie A, the last match of 2021, and obviously there would be a Mourinho press conference reaction before that match. But Mourinho decided not to take his press conference because he every time Roma plays in a weekly game week, Mourinho never decides to take a press conference. And also the second reason is that Mourinho wants to end the year the best way possible. He wants to continue the momentum after the amazing Atalanta win, and it's a positive thing because it means a concentration throughout the entire AS Roma team. You know, the manager, the players, and everyone else is concentrated on that match. So if you are expecting Mourinho to take his press conference today before tomorrow's match, then I think you're just wasting time waiting because Mourinho will not. So today, it's a good chance to talk about how things will change now that Tottenham are officially out. First off, I want to start off by saying something which I don't want to touch because I'm a Roma fan, but I think it should be touched because I think it needs to be mentioned. Now, obviously I'm a Roma fan. Yes, I want football to be fair for everyone, but if you ask me, I don't really care. But this is my opinion on this deal. Now, I think UEFA have completely bottled it. Have completely and utterly bottled it. Because unfortunately, in my opinion, I think they should have played the match. Because what happens now is that Vitesse are gone through, and every single Tottenham fan, Tottenham itself, are protesting against UEFA, and they're saying it's not her fault if COVID is here. You guys are the first one to tell us that we gotta follow safety protocols, and now you're getting Vitesse onto the next round because I have a COVID outbreak in my team. This is what's going on at Tottenham. But then on the other hand, if Tottenham would have gone through, Vitesse and Vitesse fans would have gone, well, that's not fair. I mean, we won our match. Why the hell does Tottenham get to win 3-0 if they've got a COVID outbreak? That's not my problem. So I do think UEFA have completely and utterly they've blown it away in a few words. They've absolutely blown it away because they should have played this match. I don't care if Tottenham has COVID outbreaks, but now, it is kind of unfair towards Tottenham. But if if Tottenham was going to go through without playing the match, then it was unfair for Vitesse. So unfortunately, plus Tottenham played against Liverpool, on Sunday, and every single player in their team was playing. So their COVID outbreak is hypothetically over. So they could have easily played this match this week because the Prem is not playing this week. I think they've bottled it. Rennes, on the other hand, obviously, are lucky, but nothing would have changed even if they would have played the match, because they would have still gotten first. But I do think this is something to point out that we have completely made an error here. If I were UEFA, I would definitely have replayed this match after the entire COVID outbreak situation at Tottenham was over. Obviously, I'm not saying to play when 95% of your players have COVID. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is wait until the players are they're back fine, because everyone was playing against Liverpool, and then play it. Because now it's unfair for Tottenham, and on the other hand, it would have been unfair for Vitesse. So, now, Tottenham are out. How do I feel about this? I mean, this is actually, I'm a Roma fan, you guys are Roma fans. Comment in the live chat, how do you feel now that Tottenham are out? Because I've mixed emotions, to be honest with you. I'm happy because this means, we got rid of an obstacle, and the Europa Conference League could hypothetically be easier to achieve in brackets. But on the other hand, a match against Tottenham would have been absolutely amazing. Antonio Conte against Mourinho would have been just a movie theater scene. So unfortunately, I'm gutted that we can't play Tottenham. But we've got, this is something which, it's a message to all Roma players is, now that Tottenham is out of this tournament, do not underestimate it. Because, Roma could easily underestimate everything, depending on the opponent they get. So obviously we've got people in the chat saying Leicester and Marseille are the next big threats. And I agree. I think, Leicester is a big threat. Marseille is a big threat. I think Fenerbahce might be a big threat as well, but their match against Slavia Prague is not necessarily on their side. But what I think is, obviously there is a chance now that, to be honest with you, Marseille against Karabakh, I think Marseille's gonna get through. PSV against Maccabi Tel Aviv, I think PSV is gonna get through. Fenerbahce and Slavia Prague is equal. Midtjylland, I do think there are teams now which obviously I would rather face than others. For example, one team which I would love to face, for example, in the next round is Maccabi Tel Aviv. But realistically speaking, will they ever get past PSV? I highly doubt it. So to be more realistic, there are teams which, yes, I think we should win against. Obviously, nothing is said when we play this sport. We lost 6-1 against Bodo Glimt. We could easily lose against Maccabi Tel Aviv. But if we play like we play against Atalanta, I think there will be no problem if we play Karabakh, if we play Maccabi Tel Aviv, if we play Midtjylland or PAOK, if we play Rangers from Denmark as well. It's all a matter of just the immediate impact to the match. The match against Bodo Glimt, apart from the fact that the reserves were playing, that match, the players just stepped on that pitch going, it is fucking freezing, get me out of here. And I'm not playing. Against Atalanta, on the other hand, the players stepped up on that pitch going, I'm winning this. Mentality plays a big part. So that's possibly the biggest part that Roma needs to pay attention to. But obviously, there are teams which I would rather face. What just happened there? Right, let me quit. What the hell happened? Right, there we go. So my question to you ladies and gentlemen is, comment in the live chat who you would like to face and who you think we will face. Comment in the live chat who you think we'll face and who do you want to face. I want to face in the next round. I would keep hoping for a smaller club. I would love a smaller club. To be honest with you, I do think we will get Celtic Glasgow in the next round. Which, once again, can be tough. Because, up north in February is tough. In February or March, can't remember. Celtic fans are absolutely insane. So, I think at the end of the day, it's not the Champions League, it's not the Europa League, but it has its own strength. It has its own limitations. For example, this is a championship, a tournament, where we discovered so many teams. Like, Bodo Glimt, before the match against Roma, who were they? I didn't even know where they were from, to be honest with you. So, I see the point of creating a new tournament from UEFA. And it was spot on. Obviously, if you ask me, would you ever want to play in this again? No, not at all. But let's win this before saying like that. So how, to conclude today's question, how will it change that Tottenham is now out? I think it's better for Roma. I would have loved to play Tottenham, to be honest with you. But unfortunately, Tottenham's not here anymore. And Roma has now, in a way, a lower probability to face a big club. Now, at the start of the season, I remember I was sitting in my car in France. We were like on a journey. I was watching the draws of this when we got with Bodo Glimt and Zorlu Hansk, and I remember as if it was yesterday, the commentator going, Tottenham are the big favourites. Tottenham were unlucky because they played majority of this tournament with Nuno Espirito Santo, which obviously resulted as a failure. If Tottenham would have restarted this again with Conte, I think they would have easily gotten first. They lost points against that Mura, if that's the team. And obviously, I think if Tottenham were to play now against Rennes, they would beat them and they would get second, and Vitesse would be out. Roma, things are easier. We got an obstacle away, but this doesn't mean to underestimate this tournament now, because there are still big clubs, Marseille and Leicester primarily, but other secondary clubs like Celtic, Bodo Glimt again, they know how to beat us. So I would not want to face them again, to be honest with you. Sparta Prague is a tough one. Rapid Vienna, it's a tough tournament, which I think we should definitely not underestimate. Now that we're after that Atalanta win, obviously the momentum is kind of back. We're playing tomorrow, a match which we need to absolutely win, absolutely batter Sampdoria. And then obviously we gotta think about ending the new year well and starting immediately the good way. Because another thing is that this tournament, the playoffs are being played in February. So I assume Roma will get back playing in the Europa Conference League around, the start of March. A good thing, which we need to point out, is that, the New Year's break, the Christmas break, is always a kind of hazard. Because the players, this is not just Roma, this is just every team, they kind of leave the momentum they were on, and then they come back after Christmas, and they play in a way where they gotta try and get that momentum back. And unfortunately for us, it's very, very unlucky, because we are facing AC Milan and Juventus, the first two teams, back in the first two matches after the Christmas break, which technically doesn't allow us to relax much. So that's fairly unlucky. So another thing is to get back the momentum, back fit, which we definitely need, because otherwise the objectives will not come. And at the end of the day, the objectives right now, what I think Roma need to prioritize is trying to win this tournament. And then trying to get fourth. I do think the fourth position is extremely complicated. I would imagine a year where Roma wins this and gets in a Champions League. It would be absolutely top notch. If you ask me now, even after that Atalanta win, I am still going to stick with, let's be patient. Champions League is going to be tough. But, if we start winning top matches, teams like AC Milan and Napoli are extremely dropping points. AC Milan is lacking so many attackers. They don't know how to score. So they're going to drop points. Plus, tomorrow, if Roma wins, they go 4 points from Atalanta, which are playing tonight. Juventus are playing tonight as well. I do think Atalanta and Juventus will both win today, but, Let's vote against them. And then obviously Lazio's playing a teeny tiny. Is it a tough match? Milan are playing against Empoli tomorrow, which Empoli's a tough team, which many teams underestimate. So I think they could hurt AC Milan. So right now, let's not think about the Champions League. Champions League is away. Even after that Atalanta win, as a Roma fan, I would say it. Inter Milan, AC Milan, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Napoli, and Atalanta are still up there. To get there, we need hard work. And to get that hard work, we need to get back after the Christmas break. Boom. Immediately. And obviously, we got to win against AC Milan and Juventus. Because if we don't, then our only objective of the year is to try and get 5th, which is better than 6th, and to try and win the Europa Conference League. Which I think is kind of doable. It is doable. It is. I believe in this. There are tough teams, but I think if Roma, if Roma now copies the match they played against Atalanta and, paste it onto every single Europa Conference League match, I think we'll win this tournament. Will that happen? No. So, things are going to go on the bad side, things are going to go on the good side. Who knows? But I think now that Tottenham are out, AS Roma are probably the contenders of this tournament. Before, I don't know. It's between Marseille, Roma and Leicester. So, but I think Leicester is not great this season, to be honest with you. I think Roma is better than Leicester this season. Marseille is a weird team. I think right now, with Tottenham out of this tournament, Roma are the favourites. But to keep this favourite position, God, we need hard work. And this is actually the reality. So, I don't think it changes much. Tottenham in, Tottenham out, it doesn't change absolutely anything. You know, the determination still needs to be there. You know, it's not like now that Tottenham are out, we can relax a bit because we're the favourites. No, because to maintain that favourite position, you know, we got to demonstrate to everyone that we are the favourites. And by doing that, we need to win matches. So, I think we'll face Celtic in the next round, which will be tough, but will be very, very interesting at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, interesting live stream today. It should have been Mourinho's press conference, but as I said at the start, Mourinho decided not to take his press conference. One, because it's a midweek game week, and two, because he wants to conclude the year the best way possible. And that is what a manager needs to do, because if we win tomorrow, then we can enjoy the turkey at Christmas double the times that we would have if we lose tomorrow. So, you know, tomorrow no live watch along because I'm back at the stadium. So the vlog will go out tomorrow evening. Give me time, ladies and gentlemen, because match starts at 6:30. I'm probably going to be back home at, 9:15. So, you know, expect a vlog, but God needs to bless me with editing. And yeah, I break up from school tomorrow. Christmas is almost here. I cannot wait. And I'll catch you tomorrow, not live, but on Thursday for the match reaction. Simon out. Also, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe if you're new. We're getting closer to 2,000 subscribers. Like this live stream as soon as it becomes a video. Follow me here on Instagram, where there at _the Simon Show. And love you all. Simon out.